So in this video, we're going to have a look at how you can stay clear, grounded and centered as you're communicating. So whether that is you're about to speak publicly, or you're in a meeting and you want to get something across really clearly, you're going to have a difficult conversation, or you're finding that communication is just going awry. So this somatic practice will really help you to stay connected to your body, to keep your thoughts clear and activate the language centers in the brain so you can communicate clearly. My name's Leanne Campbell. I'm a life and wellbeing coach, and I specialize in somatic practices because they really get to the core of any challenge or any time you want to create change. And this is where we experience our life from. This is our home that we live in. So somatic practices really are about making our home a pleasant, easy, balanced, centered place to live from. Okay, so very simple exercise, and there is an alternative which I'll show you if the first posture isn't available to you. But basically I'm going to put my right leg up, my left hand goes around the ankle, the same arm as the leg that's up, so my right hand is going around the foot. So if you see, there's lots of crosses going on here, and when we do get the crosses, that's when we really start to activate that left side of the brain operating the right side of the body, and vice versa. So all I want you to do is hold this, sit up straight, breathe deeply. Okay, and then your tongue will just rest just at the top of the back teeth there. Just let them rest there. There's that little knobbly bit on the hard palate. If you can close your mouth and breathe through the nose, then do so. Breathe out completely and get your mind behind what you're doing. Bring your awareness now to your center so you're clear, boundaried, calm. Take a few more deep breaths, and I will show you that alternative in a moment if this isn't available. And as you do this, you're really helping your body to feel safe. You're helping yourself to activate the language centers of the brain so you're able to really communicate clearly. It also changes the voice. It's really interesting if you get somebody to read a paragraph, then do this exercise and then read again. It's really interesting, the difference. So you can try that for yourself. One more breath here. Okay, from there, you can just change size. You can sit there as long as you like. This is the purpose, to show you the exercise, but if you could stay there a good 3 or 4 minutes each side, then do so. So the opposite hand goes around the ankle, the same arm as the leg goes on the foot. Just breathe. And I'll show you if you need to do the alternatives, or you want to be quite subtle in a meeting. If you wanted to gather yourself and you didn't want to be so obvious, then cross at the ankles, and then from here put the backs of the hand together and just cross your hands and bring them up. We could do this standing as well, so just crossing. Okay, so with the hands here, some people get to this in a different way. You can just cross at the wrist there, clasp your hands and in. Yeah, some people bring them up and then in. It tends to be one of those that needs a way in for most people. And you just breathe, and then you can change sides after a while and breathe. Okay, this tends to last a little longer, so if you can do this one, do this one. Okay, and remember the tongue at the top of their teeth. Just take a few deep breaths. And this is great if people have stutters. This is a great one to work with. It's actually called the Wayne Cook hookup, and it was invented by somebody called Wayne Cook, who had a really bad stutter and wanted to be an actor. And this was the posture that he found he could really correct his stutter. So if you have got a stutter, then you'd maybe hold this for 10 minutes each side, maybe 4 or 5 times a day if you can. Just sit, breathe, come into your center. So when you've done a few more breaths, you can put your foot down, bring your fingertips together, bring the thumb onto the third eye, and then smooth across. After a few deep breaths, smooth across to your temples. Give that a shake, okay? And then check in on yourself. You may want to do it again. If you've got a big speech coming up, big presentation, keep doing it. You know, if you find yourself getting really irate, you might be sat on your train and it's late and you're late for a meeting. This is a great way. It just gets you centered, gets you calm, okay? If you'd like to support yourself further, particularly in public speaking, then check out the link below that talks about a really simple technique called the temporal tap. So if communication is something that you feel you've got into a habit of not quite expressing yourself like you'd like to, the temporal tap is a great way for you to set up a statement whilst tapping this new habit into your body. So you can check that link out below. You can also check out our membership below, a Handpicked Life. It's a life and wellbeing coaching membership platform. And sign up for our mailing list for all our free content and many more somatic practices to really get you into optimal state. Thank you for joining me.